Okay, great. Well, I've got a featured problem this week. So, are you ready to go? You ready for this featured problem?
I think so. Yeah, I think I'm sufficiently warmed up.
Okay, so here we go. Dear Barrett and John, I have a real problem for your podcast. I don't know whether they're from Scotland or whether they just had a big spelling mistake problem, but that's what it says. How can I stop the cat next door bullying my cat? Poor Lily, the thug next door is horrid. He waits at the cat flap, and when Lily puts her head out, he jumps at her. What can we do? Maybe the podcast can solve it. From Dawn.
I think the podcast can solve it. Go on.
Yeah, well, it will, because we're going to solve it now.
What are you thinking? What are you thinking first?
Do you have experience with animal-related problems?
No, any animals I've come across have had no problems. So.
Oh, that's good. You're more baby-centric, aren't you?
Yeah.
So, animal problems. I'm not really an animal person. Don't really like them. Don't like any animal, really. But with cats, I know that cats really appreciate dominance, don't they?
Right.
Cats,
okay.
They respect their dominant counterparts.
Right. They want a master to rule over them.
Yeah, well, not like that, but so with a cat, if a cat's having a problem with a bully, it is actually kind of like in your field, to be honest, John. So let's substitute cat for child, right?
Right. So every time a child goes through a cat flap, a cat attacks them.
More like, okay, let's swap out bad cat for bully.
Yeah.
Protagonist cat, child that we're helping.
Yeah.
And cat flap is now a school door.
Okay.
What would you say to the child?
I would say you need to assert yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And to do that, you either need quick wit or physical thuggery.
Okay, so a cat can't speak, so it can't really do quick wit.
Right, so...
Unless it meows in a very sort of...
sassy way.
Snide way.
Yeah. Okay.
But, okay, we can go down the physical route.
Right. Do you want me to carry on with the child analogy?
Okay, yeah, where would you go with the child?
You can do one of two things. You can pad yourself up and really armour yourself, or you can lash out and thrash about at them.
Okay. For a cat, I would say armour.
Right. Yep.
Yeah, I would say armour. Okay, so what I would do with a cat is I would get a piece of metal and a welding kit.
What metal?
And don't know anything really. Steel. And weld together a armor set for your little cat.
Right. Yeah. I'm liking this.
A cat helmet with little holes in, so you can stick its ears in. A cat armor piece.
Yeah. Cat greaves.
Cat chainmail. And also, I would give it some cat boots for its hind legs and some cat boxing gloves for its front legs.
What about the tail?
The tail, maybe put a ball and chain on the end of it.
Right, like a flail tail.
A flail tail, yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
So, when this cat then comes out the cat flap, and it's got, the big bully cat, it can literally turn around and hit the cat with its ball and chain. And then it could, punch it with its boxing gloves.
Do you think this might kill the other cat there?
Well, I mean, it's that cat's fault for trying to bully the other one, isn't it?
Okay, yeah. I see where you're coming from.
So, my personal piece of advice would be to get some cat armor, get some cat boxing gloves, and a chain... ball and chain on its tail.
I like this. Do you think we can...
a walking tank.
Do you think we could get Dawn in touch with the robot makers? Maybe they could help.
The robot makers.
Yeah, the father and son.
Yeah, I don't remember the names, but yes, maybe they'd be good. They're good with metal.
Yeah. Craig was, I think, the welding one. I can't remember the other one's name, but
yeah. Well, yeah, we can get in contact with them because they're still doing really well in their robot championships.
Yeah.
Hell, another piece is that they could give a robot that looks like a cat to Dawn, and then Dawn could throw this robot cat outside, and it would pulverize this other cat, and then our actual cat can come out and have a great time out in the woods.
It could have like a flipper, and it could just flip the bully cat really high in the air.
Yeah, that'd be good. Cats can survive large falls anyway because they always land on their feet.
What, from a robot?
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know. It's not been tested, but I think that's a good piece of advice.
Yeah, I think you're not going to have any problems with an armoured cat.
No. Problem solved?
Problem solved.
Solved.